Greetings and salutations, this is Rick. I hope everyone's having a great day. Okay, it's time for another potter around the allotment. There's plenty more to be done today. I've still got lots and lots of packets of seeds to get started off. I'm also going to plant up that pallet that I made. I presume I've put the video up. I put a video up where I made a bit of a planter out of an old pallet, and I'm going to be planting that up today as well. I'm also hoping to do something about this. This up until now has been just a soil reservoir. It's basically where I tipped a load of bags of soil that I bought, and I've been scooping the soil up from it and using it in my pots and everything. But this is you know, valuable real estate, I think people call it, and I need to get some things growing here because this is valuable space inside the polytunnel. So what I'm going to do, I've got 2 more bags of this stuff left, and that's it gone then, that's it finished. So I'm going to empty those in here, flatten it all down, and then I'm going to see what I can plant in here. You may remember in the last allotment video I planted my prize special carrots in my very tall container, and I came in here earlier today. It's the soil's a little bit dry, but that's fine, I shall give that a watering in a minute. But look, there's a slug trail there. So I may have to take some slug precautions, although I don't actually think slugs are attracted to carrots, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but I will take some precautions anyway, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, if you know whether slugs are actually attracted to carrots or whether they eat carrots, please do feel free to leave a note below. Now I do want to say thank you to everyone who has left comments on my previous videos. It's sometimes hard for me to reply back to all of them. I would love to be able to sit down and reply to everybody's comments. Rest assured I do read every single comment that I get, and quite often it's actually YouTube that's preventing me from replying. I had this the other day because a lot of the stuff I do now, a lot of the comments and replies I actually do through my little iPod Touch. And I can only leave about 5 or 6 comments to other people, and then YouTube will say, right, there's an error, you have to wait an hour before you can leave any more comments. It's an anti-spam thing, but it's a real pain in the bum because it prevents me from, you know, replying to people's comments in the time window that I've got. So, you know, an hour later when YouTube say you can do it again, I'm going to be doing something else. So like I say, I do read every single comment I get, but I don't always have time, or am not always necessarily able to reply to all the comments, even though I want to. I've also got to say thanks to the people who left me feedback about this slightly new format that I'm trying to work with while making these allotment videos. Now I have to give a mention here to Sean from the Horticultural TV channel. I'm sure I've got that right. I really ought to write things down when I'm making these videos. Here's his channel here, and I'll put an annotation link and a link in the notes below. I know a lot of you are already subscribed to him. If you're not, do check out his channel because he has some really high quality allotment videos, and he's got some fantastic production values in his allotment videos. It's just like watching TV, and I have to admit, it's Sean watching Sean's allotment videos has really inspired me to kind of up my game a little bit and try to be a little bit more structured, because Sean's videos are very structured, and they're just, I don't know, it just comes across and everything flows so much better. And like I say, he's kind of inspired me to try to be less waffly, less rambling on like I have in my previous allotment videos, and kind of be a little bit more to the point, and hopefully make for a smoother watch. Now, I've had my eye on that radish for quite a few days now. It's a juicy looking thing. Now, of course, when you're growing radishes, I have learned this from experience, if you let them get too big, they go horrible, they go woody and they're not very nice at all. But also, if you let them grow too quickly, or, well, if they, how can I put this, if they grow too quickly, which I've discovered they can do a little bit in here, what happens is they don't get a chance to fill out and you end up with these gaps. I don't know if I'm going to get one in here. Let's just give that a little clean up. I don't think you see that. It's not solid all the way through. There's like holes, little gaps, and I think that's because when they grow really big, they're just literally not, they haven't got enough time to completely fill the solid area. Of course, it's possible I could just be making all this up. Very nice. Right then, what I've decided I'm going to put in here, or at least in one set of beds, is something called night scented stock. Now this is actually, it's not edible, it's actually a flower. I think it's about the only flower I've got on the allotment at the moment that is not edible. But if you've never ever had anything to do with these, they're amazing. What happens is in the evening they give off this absolutely beautiful scent, and hence night scented, so I presume that's through the night as well. But yeah, you can't smell them during the day, but at night time and in the evenings you just get this really, really sweet, fragrant smell, and it's absolutely lovely. The only thing is I tend not to be here in the evenings, but I might have to make a point of just being here when they're in full bloom, just to experience that. I may even plant some in a pot and take some home with me, so that could be good. So I'm going to do that now, and I think I'm going to put those in the top row here, that way they'll get sunshine all day. There you go, that's what the seeds look like, very tiny little things, but be careful doing this because a gust of wind will take those out. Let's put a row in here as well. Need to be under a quarter inch of earth. Just spread them along. There we go, and along here. And you just need to, in about, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks time, I'll plant another load, so I'll get 2 batches of them. So just cover those up. Just need a very gentle watering. If you water them too hard, you could wash the seeds away. Stick a little label in, and we're done. Now I've noticed on some of the salad leaves they're actually starting to flower already, or starting to bolt, as some people call it. Now what happens when the flowers start coming up, the actual leaves get bitter. They're still not too bad at the moment, but you can taste that bitterness coming on. Same goes over here. If I'm to get a leaf off of this one, let's have a little taste. No, it's still okay actually. What about this stuff? This is it's funny stuff. It looks a bit like seaweed. I'll give it a go. Hasn't got much flavour to it. Anyway, so what I suspect is going to happen within the next few weeks, these salad greens are going to start bolting, so I'm not going to be able to use them much after probably another few more weeks. So I think what I'm going to do in that other bed down there, I think I'm going to plant salad greens again, and then when they start coming up, I'll clear this bed and I'll do another batch of salad leaves here. So I'll constantly have salad leaves on the go, running between two beds. I think that's quite a good plan. Also, I keep finding this particular weed. Actually, that was quite well spotted in amongst that lot. This actually just kept springing up. It basically came with the soil. That I bought bags of this soil, and the weed seeds were in the soil, and I keep getting it. Now someone, a couple of people actually have said that they think this is lamb's quarters or lamb's quarter, and it's actually an edible weed. Now what I need to do is actually take one back with me, or take I'll take a photograph, a still photograph off this video, and I'll do a little search just to confirm. But if they are edible, I might have to try one. Apparently they're like a wild spinach. I can't see any more. Yes, I can. There's one. But yeah, so I'll look that up. Lamb's quarters. Lamb's quarter. I think that was the name. Okay, this is my ex-reservoir bed, and what I'm going to use is this, which is called Salad Leaves Speedy, and these are exactly the same as what's growing in the other bed there. So I'm just going to sprinkle the seeds over, just going to broadcast them out. I'm probably not going to make them as dense as those ones over there, because obviously I need to get two more sowings out, or yeah, well, more sowings out of these. This is the last packet I've got. So what I'll do, if I can get into the packet in the first place, let's try another. There we go, the seeds are directly in there. So I'll just pour some of them out. Ooh, plenty in there. There we go, that's what they look like. Hopefully you can see that okay. And I'm just going to, I'm not even going to bother raking these in now. I'm just literally going to broadcast and leave. That's right, there's plenty left in there. So like I said, the idea is that when they become too bitter, and hopefully these ones will be growing here, and then when I can start harvesting from here, I'll take the rest of those out, and then I'll replant fresh ones, so we'll constantly have salad leaves on the go. Right then, now I've got to do a little bit of major work. This is a 6-foot paddling pool. The ones in the polytunnel are 4 foot. This is 6 foot. Dinosaur pattern. That's going on the inside. And what I'm hoping to do is put this somewhere here. I'm going to need to peel back that membrane, and I'm going to have to rotivate an area there where I can dig the soil up. Just going to rotivate the soil just to loosen it up. I'm going to dig the soil and put it into this to pin it into place. I was going to put this off to another day, but I think I'm going to do it today and get it over and done with. More growing beds then. Now, if any of these paddling pool beds are going to give me trouble, I'm assuming it's going to be this one, because it's exposed to the ultraviolet rays of the sun, whereas the ones inside the polytunnel are protected because the polythene has got ultraviolet protection on it. So it'll be an interesting experiment to see how long this lasts outside. I'm hoping I get a couple of years out of it, but I think I may be being quite optimistic there. We'll see. Right, this is going to take quite a bit of filling. Bit of glass there. A lot of glass on this site. It's a bit of a pain, but never mind. I'll put it in my little corner. These bags, they only took 3 wheelbarrow fulls, I think. But this is going to take, I'm thinking at least twice, maybe more. I've already put 3 in. I reckon I'll need at least another 4. Really hard work, especially in this heat. Never mind, I shall carry on. Now ideally I should have done this while there was still frost around, because first of all it wouldn't have been so hard because I'm really hot and sweaty, but also the frost would have broken this stuff up into a fine tilt, just like it did with these other ones. But never mind, that's fine. Even if I don't use this year, it's not a problem as long as it's here. Like I say, it's more of an experiment than anything else, just to see how long these pools last outside. Whew. Right, I need to get on and get some more planting done. I've got some more runner beans and other beans and even some sunflowers to get potted up. The problem is I've run out of soil now. This is now no longer a reservoir, this is actually a growing bed. So literally the only soil sources I've got at the moment are the stuff from the ground. I may find myself nicking a bit of this because I've just covered all that up again, and the stuff in the bottom of the composter. So I think what I need to do is dig out a little bit of both, probably a bucket of both, and mix them up in here, and at least I can get a little bit of potting done before I go. Right, let's go to the compost bin. Let's take a bucket. I'm just going to have to nick a bucket load of this stuff. Right then, so that's regular mud. Just put some in there. Take out the weedy bits. And some of the compost. Just mix it up. that a good mix. There we go. Right, what I've got here is another 2 types of runner bean. Now I've got loads of bamboo canes, so I'm probably going to put a second set of runners, bamboo canes out there, and have loads of beans this year. I bought this as a job lot from a Marshalls. These are pretty good company. I must admit I've never had any crop failures from these guys. Runner bean Firestorm and runner bean Stardust, both self-pollinating. One's got white flowers, one's got red flowers, so I think I shall plant those today, and I'm going to put those in individual modules just to make life a little easier when it comes to planting them out. It's difficult avoiding the lumps in there. You don't really want lumps. In fact, I'm going to get my sieve. Let's be efficient about it. That's better. Right. There we go. That's the Stardust. I'm just going to poke these in. There we go. Nice red seeds. Just push those in. Oops. There we go. And that's the runner bean Firestorm. I've got to find a place to put them now. I think I'm going to give up on that spinach. It's died. Only a few came up anyway, so never mind. Put that in there. Have that shelf space up there. Put all the beans. Right then. What I'm noticing on my onions in here and on some of the ones outside is that they've got yellow, the tips are going yellow on some of them, and some of these leaves they've got a yellow in colour. Now I learned last year that that's quite possibly a magnesium issue, a lack of magnesium, and the way to get around that, from what I am led to believe, is something called Epsom salts, and you just add a small amount of these into your watering can and you water it in. Obviously give them a chance to dissolve. Water them onto your onions and hopefully that'll take care of any yellowing issues. So I'm going to have a little go at that now. Just going to put a quantity in. That'll do. Don't want to put too much in. Bit of water and then just give it a chance to dissolve. Can't see a lot going on in there. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. Just fill it up. Mix it in a bit. A little bit more. Let's go on water. This is my garlic. Again, it's got similar slight yellowing issues, so hopefully this will help. So that's it for this video. That's pretty much the day finished. I'm going to head off home very shortly. Once again, I've just got to do a bit of watering and a bit of harvesting, and I'll be on my way home for my tea, which will consist, I'm sure, of salad and radish. I'm not getting fed up with it yet. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Don't forget to go and check out Sean's channel. I'll put the link at the end of this video and below in the notes. And well, that's it. Have a great one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.